Hey guys, welcome to a new wrestling show experiment, and this one is actually gonna stick. I call it CodeKayfabe. The reason why it's named that is because I want you to run a little experiment for me. CodeKayfabe is going to be a wrestling themed show talking about wrestling in a different way. Most wrestling channels on YouTube focus on the backstage stuff while occasionally bringing up the results and fantasy booking. I'm not going to bring up the backstage stuff. I'm not even going to bring up negativity. See, this is going to be a wrestling channel with no negativity, no bias, and no backstage. Thus the name, Kayfabe. In this show, we maintain the kayfabe and only talk kayfabe. We live in the fantasy of wrestling, fantasy booking, fantasy remembering, fantasy watching. In this show, we don't talk about things that may be happening behind the scenes that cause changes in wrestling, because all that I've seen that cause is uncalled for hatred and toxicity, not allowing for new wrestling fans to enter the fray with fear. This, unlike another channel that shall remain nameless, will be a true safe space. No matter if you're a WWE fan or an AEW allegiance. Sorry, TNA, you're not relevant enough to stay here. Yet. So here's how it's gonna work. Starting Friday, you will get a short video having the results for Friday Night SmackDown given to you, whether you watch the show or not. Once the results are given, you're allowed to be given your opinion. However, you cannot talk about backstage material or talk about the other company. In other words, WWE shows stick to WWE topics and keep it strictly on the show. Vice versa if we're talking Dynamite or Rampage. Pretty simple to understand. Then Saturday is your one time of the week to fantasy book and talk about what needs to be fixed. A quality video, as you will. I'll give you my thoughts on the quality of the week, and then you guys in the comments follow it up. Now, if you guys want to do it stream style, I'll be more than happy to do that. We'll probably be over Twitch if that's the choice made here, but I'm open to that. My hopes is if there's enough people interested in the idea via social media and other places to turn it into a full-blown secondary channel known as CodeKayfabe. By the way, CodeKayfabe will now take over the name of Goofy Wrestling Bullshit. Because, hey, it sounds a lot more formal and a lot less angry. So, whenever talking about wrestling on this channel from now on, that's going to be the name you hear. As far as Code Equestria goes, the mainline stuff, all the Code Kayfabe stuff that I've talked about will be here until there's enough response to turn it into a full-fledged channel. As far as what we're doing here is concerned, there will be a review for No Time to Die 007 coming this week from me. And maybe one for the Matrix Resurrections coming up soon, as well as the former trilogy as well. So, join me on Friday for the first appropriate CodeKayfabe video. And yes, I've noticed the uptick in my subscribers, and I've noticed my views on videos. It tells me one thing. I have to finish Pony Life. That should be fun. So expect those to be starting to trickle through in the next few weeks while my DVR still keeps them occupied. So, that's your little update. We're off for 2022. And it's gonna be a big year. Hope you join me there too. Bye.